Hey guys, Eric here, and I'm finally doing another episode of Backlog Arcade. It's been a really long time, and I apologize for that. There's been a lot going on. I've been super busy building beard boxes and stuff like that. If you're watching my shorts, you know about that already. That being said, I want to get back into doing long form content, specifically with Backlog Arcade. But this episode's going to be different. Yeah, this is going to be a very special episode. Couple things. Firstly, this is the 4th time I've attempted to make this video, and I haven't been able to get through it yet. Hopefully I can get through this one. This will be the one that you guys see. Either way, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what's gonna happen in this episode. It's gonna be split up into 2 parts. So there's gonna be a first part, which we're gonna take care of right now. And then there's gonna be a second part, which will go live at a later time. But we're gonna take care of the first part right now. So welcome back. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you for all my subscribers. And if you do end up liking this video, please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers by July. It would be awesome if you could really help me out. It's free. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. It's finally back, Backlog Arcade. All right, so what's special about this episode of Backlog Arcade? A couple things. One, this is gonna be split into 2 parts, as I already mentioned. But the first reason about why that's gonna be split, or why it's going to be split into 2 parts, is because half of this is gonna be taking place here on the Retro-Cade, and that's to showcase the arcade stuff. And the other half is gonna be taking place on the Beard Box to showcase the console stuff. So what am I doing? What am I gonna be playing? Well, this isn't gonna be a single game. It's gonna be multiple games. And the reason for that is this is a very special episode. I lost my father recently, and he was the one that actually got me into playing arcade games. Really video games in general, but specifically arcade games. And he is kind of the reason for this channel, and he's the reason that I got into video games at all. So I figured it was only right to do like a tribute episode to him. And in order for me to do a tribute episode to him, I have to play the games that were not only important to him. These are the games that when I was a kid, when I was a really young kid, I would fall asleep to the sounds of these games because he would be up all night playing these video games. And these are the sounds that mean the most to me. And these are the games that mean the most to me. We're gonna start. Obviously, I didn't fall asleep in an arcade. Well, I didn't always fall asleep in an arcade, but I didn't fall asleep in an arcade most of the time. But that being said, he used to drop me off at an arcade and then disappear and do all kinds of unscrupulous things that I won't mention here. But either way, I was in the arcade and I was playing video games, and he left me with money, so I was having fun. So we're gonna take care of the arcade games first, but these aren't gonna be the games. I mean, some of these games we would play together in the arcade and stuff like that, but these are gonna be the games that he loved in the arcade. There is some overlap. We did like some of the same stuff, but I'm not gonna go through every single one, but just the ones that he specifically played that I haven't showcased on my channel yet. And we're gonna start with the arcade games, and then we're gonna move into the console side of it, and I'm gonna play some of the games that he played there because he was obsessed with some console games, going all the way back to the Atari. Without further ado, this is my dad's tribute episode, Backlog Arcade. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started on the arcade. We are going to go through arcade classics. That's where we're going to spend most of our time today, because most of the stuff my dad played was in arcade classics. I'm going to start off with an interesting game. I was actually the one that kind of discovered this game and introduced it to my father, and then we used to play it all the time in the arcade. All right, this is Combat Tribes. It's your standard side-scrolling beat 'em up, and I introduced this to my father. We used to play it all the time together when he was in the arcade. I always picked this dude because I thought his hair looked like Guile. Either way, we're gonna jump right into this. This game is a really fun side-scrolling beat 'em up. So if you haven't played Combat Tribes before, it's actually super fun. You're kind of a bigger, you're a larger sprite than the enemies, which was like rare in some of these older side-scrolling beat 'em up games, and you just felt cool because you kind of felt like a boss character, you know. I got a kick too, and you're like ooh, just elbow on her. Bam! You see that? I love the head smash. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think my, you can pick up stuff. I just picked up that motorcycle. I think my kicks are longer range than my punches, but my punches are stronger. I think that's the case. I'm not 100% sure. This game came out in 1992. I think I mentioned that already. I love this. Can I smash this? Is there a run? Oh yeah, there's a run in this. Okay. Let's pick up this motorcycle. Yeah, I think one of the reasons I loved this game so much was that you felt like a boss character, which was so cool. I think this is actually the first boss here. It's this big guy with a 2x4. Ow! My goodness. Ow! My health meter is a number that's up there. I'm gonna pick up this motorcycle. Oh man. Dang. I don't think he has... Does he? This guy's like, he's got a gut, but he's buff too. Can I throw this food cart? Maybe not. Ugh, threw him. Is he done? No. Oh, now he's done. All right, this is the next game, and wouldn't you know, this next game is also a Neo Geo game that was on the SNK multicab. This is Ninja Combat. This is another side-scrolling beat-em-up, but it's kind of a different flavor, and you'll see why right away. This is another really, really fun game. Just like a lot of Neo Geo games, it starts off kind of teaching you how to play. So this is 2-player at the same time, and you are a ninja here. You can pick up weapons. I don't want to drop it. There's my dodge. Pick up my nunchucks here. But I think you can hold the button and you can charge up. And let's throw that and let's pick up the sword. Here we go. So this game was actually really, really fun too. Just because, you know, ninjas were all the rage in the 90s, and and the smooth animations and stuff like that were the what the Neo Geo was known for. Even in the arcade and stuff, that's what made this totally unique. And the fact that your default weapon was a ranged weapon. Wow, those guys just wrecked me. Oh, let's charge up. Oh my goodness. The sound effects in this game are insane too. There we go. The animations in this are so smooth, and this is just a banger. This game is so good. Got an axe here. Oh my goodness. I lose life really fast though. Okay. Come on. I keep forgetting that you can dodge. You can't jump in this game, but you can dodge. So I think that's what that is. All right, we'll see. We'll see how far we get right here. Take out this dude. Oh my gosh. Minecart roller coaster things took me out. I need to stop getting hit by that. You gotta at least beat this guy. This guy is wrecking me. There we go. Alright, we'll go. I think there's a main boss. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll go for a little bit longer, and then we'll move on to the next game. I can't even remember the last time I played this game. Ooh, I want that. Oh, look at this guy. I like this big halberd. Okay, is this the big boss? Let's check the. Oh. Whoa. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Look at his arms. I knocked his arms off. Alright, I think that's the first boss dead. Anyway, that's Ninja Combat. Another really, really good Neo Geo game that I used to play with my dad. Super, super fun. Alright, the next game that we're going to move on to is an absolute classic. This one we wouldn't so much play together unless it was on the console. We did, once I had a Sega Genesis, we did play it together. But my dad would play this like crazy in the arcade. Of course, this is Altered Beast. So I gotta play a little bit of Altered Beast. I absolutely love Altered Beast. It's a simple game, but I just love this game. I'm sure everyone is familiar with Altered Beast, but you start out as this little weenie guy. I can kick too. There we go. Now I'm a little bit more beefy. Okay. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Terrible. That yell though. And I missed the power up. That means that it's going to take me longer to fight the boss. Oh, come on. Really? There we go. Okay, let's get the power up. Oh, now I'm huge. Look at how tiny my head is, though. Why is my head so small? I don't remember his head being that small. It's been a long time since I've really played Altered Beast also. He's just beating up these guys in his little Speedo here. Yeah, that was the boss, but I can't fight him yet. I need one more power up. Oh. Oh, that's him. Come on. Oh, now he doesn't fall? Really? I am terrible at this game. It's also been a really long time since I played it. Ouch. No, come on. Oh my gosh.
Never give up.
Never give up. You know, I used to be able to play this game and go through almost the entire game without taking a hit. But, you know, I was young back then, much better at games. This is embarrassing. This is the first level. Come on, where's my power up? I don't understand. How am I supposed to get that? So I can jump into him. Okay, there we go. Finally. We're gonna edit some of that stuff out. Now I'm a werewolf, and I can just wreck things. Alright, we'll see if I can even beat the boss. So each level, if you're not familiar with Altered Beast, I don't know how you could not be familiar with Altered Beast unless you're, you know, young. But because this is a pretty old game. 1988, I want to say. All right. How do I kill those? Or I just... Ow. Really? That guy still got me.
Never give up.
Never give up. Come on. There we go. Okay, here we go. Here's the first boss. See if I can remember how to fight this guy. I think you just hit him, right? I used to know... think there was like a specific place where you could like stand and he wouldn't hit you. But maybe I'm wrong, or maybe I'm remembering the Genesis one. Anyway, that's the first boss. Ultra Beast, fantastic game, absolutely love it. It's super simple, but it's still a really fun game to play. And my dad was obsessed with this game. Loved to play it in the arcade. All right, moving on to the next one. All right, so this next game is where I always kind of lose it in the past times that I've attempted to make this video. This is the OG original Final Fight. My father used to play this game all the time, and I used to play this game all the time. I have to pick Guy. That's who I always used to use. He's my favorite character from this Final Fight series, so I have to pick Guy. This is another classic side-scrolling beat-em-up, this one by Capcom, which was just killing it with the side-scrolling beat-em-ups in the 90s. And this, I mean, it's hard to, honestly, it's hard to get better than the OG Final Fight. When this game came out on the SNES, I was, myself, as was everyone else, was very disappointed in that. One, it was only single player, and two, it was only Cody and Hagar. You couldn't pick Guy. And Guy's my favorite character. If I'm being honest, it was still a fun game, still a fun side-scrolling beat 'em up. But really, you played this game. You rarely played this game by yourself. You played this game with a friend, with your parent, you know, somebody. If you were in the arcade in the 90s, a random passerby or whatever. This game was meant to be played two-player. This is classic Capcom with the large sprites. Guy had the special move, which was like a Ken Ryu roundhouse kick. Beat these guys with this pipe. The first boss, I love the way the first boss looks in this game. So we'll fight the first boss here. Man, this brings back so many memories. Gotta pick up my beef, my roast beef. I love the styling of the guys here. Like, look at that guy's like weird jacket with like a radioactive symbol on it. It's just so cool. All right, here we go. This guy, I always thought this guy looked like Stevie Wonder. It's like a cross between Stevie Wonder and like Hulk Hogan. When I was a kid, that's what I thought of this guy. Oh yeah, I forgot. He sits on the side and whistles for his goons to come in. Come on, damned. Is that it? I think he's done. Yeah, he's done. All right, that was Final Fight. Classic Final Fight. Absolutely love that game. And it was a game that we played in the arcade until my father's wallet was exhausted. All right, moving on to the next game. All right, another game that my father used to play. He was not only a video game fan, but he was a huge comic book fan. And this machine, I have a short on it. This machine was like a giant 2-screen machine in the arcade. Look up the original X-Men arcade online so you can see what the original cabinet looks like, or maybe I'll put a picture of it here. This machine was just epic. It was like a behemoth of a machine. And it was so fun to play. Another side-scrolling beat 'em up. This one's by Konami. And I loved this game when I was a kid because my favorite comic book character, I used to collect the comic book cards as well as the comic books themselves. And my favorite comic book character at that time was Nightcrawler. And this game had Nightcrawler as a playable character. And that's who I always used to use. I am going to go ahead and select Nightcrawler here. And we are going to go play through some X-Men. The first boss of this is the Blob, I believe. And we are going to play through some OG X-Men. And I absolutely love this game. The animations were so slick. Classic Nightcrawler here, looking exactly as he does in the cards and the comics. Got to use my teleportation mutant power there to take out those Sentinels. This game was just great. There's a reason why this game was so sought after. People really wanted to be able to play this at home on some kind of console. And I don't know that it was ever made for a console until recently. There was an X-Men collection where they finally released this game. That being said, there are fan-made versions of this game that are out there for free. I featured some in a short, and they're better than this one. They have more characters, they have more moves, and they have more levels and bosses and stuff like that, and they're actually better than this game. But for the sake of Backlog Arcade, I gotta play the OG. This game, honestly, this game is one of the reasons I have an arcade cabinet. This game is just fantastic. It was such a good side-scrolling beat 'em up, and it had some obscure comic book characters that, you know, maybe some people just didn't know about. One of them being Nightcrawler here, but another one being Cyclops and Wolverine are pretty well known. Colossus really wasn't that well known. Storm's pretty well known, but then you had Dazzler as well, and she was like not really well known. Oh, I forgot about Pyro. So I guess Pyro is technically the first boss. I always remember fighting the Blob. Gotta use my mutant power here. Do some extra damage. There we go. I remember that guy being a lot harder than that. We're gonna play this a little bit longer just because I absolutely love this game. This game is so much fun. We'll play. I think the second boss is the Blob, so let's play until we fight the Blob. The final boss of this, I believe, is Magneto, and yeah, this game is so much fun. My son and I, we actually played through the fan-made one version of this where you can play as Deadpool and a few other characters, and we had a blast. And you know, he typically doesn't really like these older games and stuff, but he loved that one. He's a fan of Marvel and loves comics and stuff like that, so we enjoyed that. And is this the Blob? Here we go. Here's the Blob. This was another obscure character. You know, a lot of people knew some of the main villains like Doc Ock from Spider-Man and stuff like that, but not a lot of people knew who the Blob was. And it was just so cool that it was featured as a villain in a game. I thought that was just awesome. And he has cool voice lines. He's nothing can stop the Blob, and nothing moves the Blob. He says something. I don't know. I'm not letting him finish. I'm just boxing him up. Let me use my mutant power on this guy. There we go. That's it. That's the Blob. That's the original X-Men arcade. One of my absolute favorite games of all time. Just love that game. Out of all the games I've probably shown so far, this is probably the one that we spent the most time on in the arcade. I love this game. I play through this game multiple times a year, every single year. And I love playing the arcade version of this game. This is the original Golden Axe. I always used Gilius Thunderhead because I really liked the dwarf, and I liked, when I was a little kid, I liked that the game was called Golden Axe and he used a golden axe. And I remember even as a kid, that was a notable difference when this finally did come out on the Sega Genesis for the home console. Gilius didn't have a golden axe, and that always upset me as a little kid. Because I thought the whole reason it was called Golden Axe was because he had a golden axe. I didn't know anything about the story or anything at the time. So we are going to take this back, and we are going to play the original Golden Axe. And I'm going to use my dad's character. I will put her name somewhere on here. I just can't remember it right now. Anyway, she has the best magic if you're not familiar with Golden Axe, but she has like the shortest range, which made playing her a little hard when I was a kid. That's why I liked Gilius. Gilius had really, really great range, but he has the weakest magic. This game is another side-scrolling beat 'em up, but this one is deceptive. So I can't remember if it's this one or the second one where you can do, yeah, it's this one. Okay. So I used to speed run this game. I was never, to a point where people, where I could compete for any records or anything like that. But I did used to speed run this game. And I probably shouldn't have said that because I'm going to be terrible. But yeah, I used to be pretty good at this game. But I still go through and play it multiple times a year. And I just love this game. The boss is just these two big beefy guys. I love the screams in this. That's like one of the best parts about this game is the screams. These guys. Okay, I don't have much magic, but we'll use it anyway. If I can remember how to use it. Where's my magic? There we go. Okay. Not the strongest of magic, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna play through this one for a bit. See if I can remember what any of the stuff I used to do to speedrun. This is not obviously how you speedrun these bosses. There are ways to do things to them while they're on the edges of the screen and stuff like that with their jump and down attack and all kinds of stuff. I think, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I used to speedrun Golden Axe 2, not this one. But this is definitely the one that I used to play with my father. This is the back of the big turtle. And I think you can edge throw these guys or something. Okay. Can I edge throw this guy? Yeah, just kick him off. Yeah, it's Golden Axe 2 because that attack isn't working the way I remember it. Let's see. Alright, and I think you can get a dragon up here. Yeah. And I always like the blue dragon more than the red dragon. Even though the red dragon like shoots a fireball across the screen. I just always thought this guy was so cool. This is one of the reasons why I loved this game growing up, was just because you could ride a bunch of animals and stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna have enough magic. I at least want to be able to use her fully charged magic. So I'm not gonna use any magic here. I'm just gonna see if I can fully charge it. You gotta dodge her. The skeletons always used to mess me up when I was a kid. They attack so fast, and they have a nasty jump attack. Let's see how long we can keep this. Can I get the... Yay, there we go. There we go. I don't need any of these. Got fully charged magic now. We'll save that for the boss. This jump was always super awkward. Luckily, I get to keep my magic. Okay, so this guy is not the boss because we already fought him the first time. It's just a regular enemy now. There's his buddy. Oh, I can't hit him off of the screen over there. Okay, there we go. I think generally speaking, the Golden Axe 2 is considered the better one, but this one is fantastic either way. I don't want to lose my magic, so I can't die anymore. I love this game. This game always made me feel like a superhero because, you know, it's like you were saving the villagers and stuff like that, and they're from torture. I have all this magic. I'm already full. Okay, I think the boss is over here. Yeah, here we go. Come on. There we go. The big dragon. I love that. I think this guy takes, what, 3 more hits? 2 hits. Anyway, that's Golden Axe. Love this game. Father loved this game. And yeah, it's just a classic side-scrolling beat 'em up. Nothing more to say about that one. Alright, this is going to be the final game for the arcade portion of this video. There are tons of other arcade games that I used to play and stuff like that, but a lot of those games I actually want to make specific Backlog Arcade episodes for those games. This is Strider, the OG Strider in the arcade. Not a 2-player game, but I used to watch my father pump quarters into this machine constantly. I got into Strider when it was already on the console, on the Sega Genesis, and the Sega Genesis port of this game is fantastic. But that being said, my father used to pump quarters into this machine. And for a long time, I didn't have a Sega Genesis, but I had an original NES. And there is a version of Strider that came out on the NES. It is terrible, if I remember properly. But my father loved that game too. I don't know why Strider just kind of spoke to him, but that was just his thing. And this version of Strider, even though I'm terrible at it, this version of Strider is just really, really fun. This was like just unique, fast-paced game. I didn't fully understand what was going on at the time when I was a kid. I still don't know that I fully understand what's happening in this game, but I love it. I remember I used to just wreck this guy. Yeah, he's just kind of weird. And then the fire. Oh, I gotta fight him again. I mean, that was kind of like why you just pumped. Man, you just pumped quarters into this game because it was so fast paced. Even with like continuing and stuff like that, you barely register that you even died, and then you're already like, ready to play again. Gosh. I know there's like I think that guy helps me. Yeah, he's like my little robot helper guy. There we go. Yeah, I got the sword upgrade. Okay, so here we go. This is like the weird Nazi caterpillar guy. Nazi caterpillar guy that you can like jump on. There we go. And that's it. Like, he's just, I don't know. I don't know what's happening in this game, but it's fun and fast and it's epic. I love this level because you fight a giant robotic gorilla. That was really, really cool at the time. Anything with like big sprites at the time was just super cool. How do I slide? There we go. Yeah, this guy. But again, he's like super easy. Like you just, and that's it. Oh, and then he kills me with fire. Okay. Oh, that's right. I think I'm supposed to jump up here. Oh. How do... Whoa! Oh, man. Okay. Yeah. Get up here. Don't get hit by those. And then, oh, no, no, no! Okay. Oh, no, no! Okay, at least I'm up here. Okay. This is just so weird. Like, Strider, there was not a game where you moved this way before. Those are dancers. I think that's what's that game that was supposed to be Strider 2? I did a whole backlog episode. Okay. Up here. Break that. And then go this way. Those are the dancers. Kill that guy, he's like the pilot guy. Kill the dancers. Oh, is that it? We're gonna play through another stage. I need to somewhat redeem myself here a little bit. And get my little robot helper. There's that bird. Like, I don't know what that bird does. I'm gonna have to look it up. Does that... Whoa. That cannon just wrecked me. Okay. Alright. Okay. Thought I was gonna die there. I mean, I will say I really like that there are many... Come on. mini like continue points or whatever. I don't know what that does. Does that make me invincible? I think it does. I can't climb up this wall though. Okay. All right. The jumping in this game is so weird. Please let that be another continue point. Please. Yeah, okay, good. All right, are we to the boss of this level? Oops. I forgot about this. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Can I just, I think I can get a head start. Yeah, let's go. Is it better to jump? Yeah, okay. Oh. I thought I was supposed to... Whoa! Oh, I'm not supposed to do that? No! Okay. Wait. Where am I supposed to go? Down here? Okay. I'm lost. Okay, so that opens that up. And they're not on that. Are those just there to trick you? I guess they are. Man. Not the easiest game in the world. Mostly because it's hard to figure out what's happening. Oh. I forgot that I could like change. Oh, I guess those arrows are letting me know that I could go on the ceiling at that part. Alright, this is a weird boss. So you like makes, yeah, gravity go around and just go and... Oh my goodness! Ow! I think you're supposed to like get closer to him. Yeah. Oh. There we go, got him. Is that the boss? Oh, that should have been obvious, I guess. Oh, no, 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 no. No! Oh, I'm supposed to get on that. Oh, okay, I'm already here. Oh, really forgiving. Okay, alright, we beat that level. That's the original Strider Arcade. A fantastic game, even if I don't know what's happening. So that concludes the arcade portion of this video, this tribute to my father. Stay tuned for part 2. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'm definitely going back to making Backlog Arcade episodes. I can't wait to jump on that and start making longer form content again. Stay tuned for part 2, where we're going to do the console stuff, and that's really where we're going to get into the weeds of some of the games, some of the more obscure games and stuff like that my father really, really loved to play. And when he got obsessed and he got hooked on a game, especially a console game that we had at home and you didn't need to pump quarters into it, he spent hours on there, and he beat some games I didn't think were beatable. And we're gonna jump into that, and I can't wait to do that on the beer box, and that's gonna be in part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Leave a comment below, you know, how did you get introduced into video games? What were your favorite arcade games growing up, and what games did you play, maybe with your friends or with your family in the arcade? I would love to hear about it down in the comments below. Till then, I'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned for part 2. Till then, happy gaming.